Every day, we walk on a surface we barely understand. Beneath our feet lies a world so vast, so ancient, and so alien, it could rewrite everything we know about existence. We've conquered skies, we've touched the moon, but we've never ever seen the true heart of our own planet. What's below us is not dirt, not rock, not magma. It's a mystery, a living machine, a silent giant that's been breathing for billions of years. We call it Earth, but what if I told you we've only explored less than 0.4% of it? That's right. Everything humanity knows, cities, oceans, mountains, exists on the crust. The rest, unknown, untouched, unimaginable. Deep down there, pressure can crush steel, heat can melt titanium. Sound doesn't travel, it screams. There's no light, no air, no life, at least not the kind we understand. But still, something moves. They say the deeper you go, the closer you get to the truth. But truth is dangerous, and the Earth? She hides her secrets well. In the 1970s, Soviet scientists tried to break that silence. They built the Kola super-deep borehole, a narrow tunnel drilled 12 kilometers deep into the Russian wilderness. For 2 decades, it went deeper than any man-made hole on the planet. But when they reached the limit, they stopped. Not because they couldn't go further, but because they wouldn't. The drill began to twist uncontrollably. Instruments failed. Temperatures hit 356 degrees, far higher than scientists predicted. And when they lowered a microphone, they heard something that still makes engineers shiver to this day. Some said it was seismic echoes. Some said it was gas pockets. But the men who were there said it sounded like screams. Thousands of voices crying from below. That's when they sealed the hole and walked away. Forever, we've built rockets to Mars, but we've abandoned the journey below our feet. Why? Because there's something there we're not ready to face. Let's go deeper. Beneath the crust lies the mantle, a layer of molten rock, 2,900 kilometers thick. It moves slowly, dragging continents like puzzle pieces. Every earthquake, every volcanic eruption, every mountain born starts here. It's not chaos, it's control, a force that constantly rebuilds the planet and destroys it when it must. Some scientists believe the mantle is alive, that the heat pulses in rhythmic cycles, like a heartbeat. Every few million years, the mantle shifts, resets, and rewrites Earth's surface. Civilizations rise, oceans vanish, new lands are born, and everything we've built disappears. So maybe extinction isn't a random event. Maybe it's a scheduled reset. Then comes the outer core, a sea of molten iron swirling faster than you can imagine. This spinning metal generates the magnetic field, Earth's invisible shield. Without it, the sun would strip our atmosphere away. No oceans, no life. But that field is weakening, and no one knows why. Every year, the poles drift faster, and scientists whisper, something's changing. Some say it's natural. Others say it's a warning. If the magnetic field collapses, the sky will ignite. Auroras will dance over equators. Satellites will die. Radiation will rain from space, and the world will fall silent. All because of what's happening inside the planet right now. Go deeper, and you'll reach the inner core, a ball of solid iron the size of the moon, hotter than the sun's surface, yet perfectly still, like the heart of a sleeping god. But recently, scientists discovered something terrifying. The inner core is slowing down, or worse, it may have started spinning in the opposite direction. If that's true, the balance of Earth could shift forever. Magnetic fields, ocean currents, even time perception could all be affected. Some experts call it a normal cycle. Others call it the Earth's reboot. But maybe it's a countdown. We think of the ground as safe, solid, but in truth, we're standing on a thin shell floating over chaos, a living inferno that's constantly changing, breathing, and watching. Everything beneath us, from glowing magma chambers to deep underground oceans, is connected, a massive pulsing web of energy. And every now and then, it tries to speak. Earthquakes, volcanoes, magnetic surges, they're not random. They're messages, warnings from below. We just never learned how to listen. We've explored the surface, the skies, and even outer space. But beneath us lies a history untouched, a world of darkness, pressure, and fire, a place where time itself slows down and nature hides her oldest secrets. Maybe the answers to who we are, where we came from, and where we're heading aren't in the stars. They're right under our feet. Coming up next, lost tunnels, underground civilizations, secret bunkers, and the strange sounds echoing from the Earth's depths. And before the beat drops, If this made you look down and question what's really beneath, hit that subscribe button. Because this is just the beginning. They say darkness is empty, but the deeper you go, the more alive it feels. Every legend, every religion, every ancient story, they all speak of something beneath. A realm where light doesn't reach, but power never dies. In Greek mythology, it was Hades. In Christianity, hell. In Hinduism, Patala, 7 hidden layers below the world of men. Different names, but one shared fear. What if those stories weren't imagination? What if they were memory? When scientists first mapped seismic waves, they expected to find clean rock and molten layers. But in 1996, a strange discovery shook the geological world. Miles beneath the surface, they found massive voids, empty chambers the size of continents. Not magma, not gas, just silence. Some call them pockets of trapped nothingness. Others say they're ancient tunnels, carved long before humanity existed. And that's where the theories begin. Because deep within those unexplained caverns, strange sounds have been recorded. Rhythmic pulses, echoes that repeat in perfect patterns. Some even mimic Morse code. The official term? Natural acoustic anomalies. The unofficial one? Whispers of the underworld. In 2015, a group of scientists in China dropped seismic sensors into one of the deepest mine shafts on Earth. What they captured still remains unexplained. A low-frequency hum, identical to the frequency of a human heartbeat. Not mechanical, not geological, organic. When the recording was analyzed, the hum seemed to react to the presence of people above. It grew louder. When humans came closer, coincidence? Maybe. But it raises a terrifying question. What if Earth isn't just alive? What if it's aware? Now let's go back in time, to the ancient maps that once shaped the world. Civilizations separated by oceans drew the same symbols. Spirals leading downward, gates carved into stone, and warnings that said, do not enter the hollow. The Mayans called it Xibalba, the city of fear. The Egyptians wrote of Duat, a world beneath sand where the souls of kings still roam. The Buddhists spoke of Agartha, a secret underground kingdom of pure light. It's strange, isn't it? Different continents, different languages, same story, all pointing to one thing. There's something down there. In 1947, an American admiral named Richard Byrd led a secret expedition to Antarctica. Officially, it was about exploration. Unofficially, it was something else. In his journal, later declassified, he described flying into a valley hidden beneath the ice. Greenland, warm air, and a shining city that didn't belong to this world. He claimed to have met beings of great intelligence who warned humanity to stop nuclear testing because the Earth below is watching. People called him insane, but his flight records vanished. His journal was locked away for decades. And since then, every nation that's tried to explore beneath Antarctica has been stopped. Why? What are we not supposed to find? Modern explorers report similar mysteries. Subterranean booms echo beneath cities worldwide, from London to Los Angeles. They're not earthquakes. They're not mining blasts. They come randomly. No pattern, no explanation. In 2018, scientists detected one of the loudest sounds ever recorded beneath the Indian Ocean. It traveled across the planet for hours. No epicenter, no quake, just vibration. Some researchers now believe there are entire oceans trapped beneath our crust. Water 3 times more abundant than everything on the surface combined. So what if that's true? What if life didn't begin above, but below? Think about it. The surface is harsh. Radiation, impact, chaos. But underground? Stable, warm, protected. What if the first cells didn't form in sunlight, but in the deep pressurized dark? And what if something never left? Microbes have been found 5 miles below the surface, alive for millions of years. Scientists call them extremophiles. But they survive without oxygen, without light, without time. Some theories go even darker. That humans weren't the first intelligent species to rise here. That before us, something else ruled, underground. And when we came, they went deeper. Maybe myths of demons, reptilian gods, or fallen angels are just distorted memories of those who once lived beneath. And maybe, just maybe, they're still there. Because every few years, explorers vanish. Deep caves sealed by governments. Mining shafts suddenly collapsed, and stories erased before they reach the surface. What are they hiding from us? Why are we not allowed to look below the 7th mile? Maybe because if we do, we'll realize we're not the owners of this planet. We're just the tenants, living above something much older and far more powerful. We build cities, we claim land, we draw borders, but none of that matters if the ground beneath decides otherwise. Everything we are, everything we've built, stands on a fragile shell. And below that shell lies the real world. It doesn't care about politics. It doesn't care about nations. It's been here long before us, and it'll remain long after we're gone. The surface may belong to mankind, but the depths, they belong to something else. There's a question scientists don't like being asked. How far have we really gone down? The truth? Not far at all. Humanity's deepest hole, the Kola Super Deep. Borehole in Russia only went 12 kilometers deep. That's less than 0.2% of the Earth's total diameter. And when they reached that depth, they stopped. Not because they couldn't drill further, but because what they heard terrified them. Workers claimed they recorded screams, not of metal, not of pressure, but human-like cries echoing from below. Scientists dismissed it as seismic noise, but the recordings vanished shortly after, and the borehole was welded shut. Why would a multi-billion-dollar project end overnight? Why was the data erased? And what could possibly make a government seal the deepest hole ever made by man? See, we think we've conquered the planet. We've mapped oceans, climbed mountains, but we've barely scratched the surface, literally. Underneath, there's an entire world we've never seen. A world of forgotten civilizations, unnatural temperatures, and magnetic anomalies that make no sense. Satellite scans have revealed massive structures deep beneath the Earth's crust, shapes too symmetrical to be natural. In the Pacific, there's a geometric outline almost identical to an ancient city. In Africa, under the Sahara, there's a formation shaped like a spiral fortress. And in Antarctica, beneath the ice, lies what looks eerily like a massive circular gate. Governments pretend it's all coincidence. But then, why are military satellites monitoring those coordinates 24/7? Why are access points to deep caves suddenly classified? And why, every time an independent researcher goes missing, their findings vanish too? Some say there's a global treaty, a silent agreement between nations to keep whatever's beneath hidden. Because if humanity learns the truth, power collapses overnight. Think about it. Religion's built on the heavens, science built on the surface. What happens if the real gods live below? In 1998, a mining company in South America dug into a cave that wasn't on any map. They found smooth walls, engravings, and in the center, a symbol, a serpent coiled around the planet. Local tribes refused to go near. They said, "That's the mark of the ones who sleep below." 3 days later, the entire mining team vanished. Equipment still running, cameras dead, only a note scratched on a metal wall. "We woke something." The cave was sealed by the army. The official reason? Toxic gas. But locals say at night the ground still shakes, like something moving beneath. Ancient scripts spoke of guardians of the underworld, not mythical monsters, but actual entities that maintained balance between above and below. They called them the Watchers. In 2013, a strange incident occurred in a Siberian drilling site. A camera lowered into a shaft captured what looked like a humanoid figure moving in the dark, hundreds of meters below. When the footage was leaked online, it was removed within hours. The company denied everything, but the man who uploaded it, he disappeared 2 days later. The deeper you go, the stranger it gets. Magnetic fields fluctuate wildly. Time slows down. Measurable seconds stretch longer underground. Compass needles spin in circles. And temperatures spike unpredictably, sometimes reaching over 400 degrees C where they shouldn't. It's as if the planet isn't solid at all, but alive. Some scientists even propose that the Earth's core isn't iron, it's plasma. Pure energy trapped inside a living shell. A colossal organism pulsing beneath us, sustaining everything above. If that's true, then volcanoes aren't eruptions. They're exhales. The Mayans believed the gods lived underground and sent energy through breathing mountains. Now modern data shows periodic gas bursts from deep within Earth that align perfectly with seismic patterns. Almost like a rhythm, a pulse. Is the Earth itself breathing? And if it's alive, is it watching? Here's a terrifying thought. Maybe the reason we haven't found extraterrestrial life is because it's already inside the planets, hidden, evolved, ancient. Even Mars shows signs of subsurface voids, tunnels, caves, and magnetic anomalies eerily similar to Earth's. So what if intelligent life didn't look up at the stars, but went down? There's an old Native American legend that says, the first people came from beneath the ground after the world burned. They lived below, waiting for the surface to heal. If that story holds even a grain of truth, it means history isn't linear, it's circular. Civilizations rise, they destroy themselves. The survivors go underground, and when the surface resets, they return. Maybe that's why we keep finding advanced artifacts, buried deep in rock, older than any known culture. Carvings that match no modern tools, metals that shouldn't exist, blueprints that seem designed by minds far beyond our own. And here's where everything connects. What if those ancient ones never left? What if they're still there, deeper than we can ever reach, watching how we treat the planet they once ruled? What if earthquakes aren't random? What if they're warnings, messages, signals saying, you've gone too far? Because every time humanity pushes the limits, nuclear tests, deep drilling, underground weapons, something down there responds. Pressure builds, ground shifts, disasters follow. Maybe Earth's not punishing us. Maybe it's defending itself. And when the next natural disaster hits, remember this. It could just be the world below reminding us that we are not alone. The deeper we dig, the darker it gets. But what if the real darkness is looking back at us? As we dive deeper, everything becomes silent. No light, no sound, no sign of life. Just pressure, so strong it can crush metal like paper. Down here, beneath the crust, lies a world no human eye has ever truly seen. Scientists call it the mantle, a vast ocean of molten rock, boiling, shifting, alive. It moves continents, builds mountains, and tears them apart again. Every earthquake you've ever felt, every volcano that's ever erupted, it all starts here. But the real mystery lies deeper, the core. A ball of solid iron, wrapped in liquid fire, spinning faster than the planet itself. They say it's hotter than the surface of the sun. This is the heart of Earth, the hidden engine that powers everything we see above. Without it, our magnetic field would collapse. The sky would open. Solar radiation would fry every living thing in minutes. And yet we still don't know what's really down there. Some theories say there's more than just metal and magma. That strange crystal structures, denser than anything we can create, exist at those depths. Others whisper about ancient materials, remnants from the birth of the solar system, still trapped beneath our feet. Every drill we've sent down, every seismic wave we've tracked, it all stops before we can touch the truth. Because Earth guards her secrets with fire and silence. And maybe, just maybe, that's for a reason. What if what lies beneath isn't just a part of our planet, but a memory of what came before us, and what could come after? The deeper we dig, the more the Earth resists, as if it knows we're getting too close to the place where life began, and where it might one day end. This is not just geology. This is the pulse of existence, the invisible force that's been beating for 4.5 billion years. And the moment it stops, everything stops. If you're still here, you felt it. The curiosity, the fear, the awe. That's the power of the unknown. So, if you want to keep exploring the secrets that lie hidden beneath our world, subscribe now, because this journey, it's just getting started.